If you like food, have a lot of money to spend, and want to eat at the most expensive restaurants in the world, this is the list for you. One thing that all of the restaurants in this video have in common is that they will cost you an arm and a leg. Here is a list of the 10 most expensive restaurants in the world. But before we start our countdown, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon as well. 1. Itha Undersea, Maldives. Cost, $320 per head. Itha Undersea is the first restaurant in the world to be underwater. It is on Rangali Island in the Maldives. You can expect to pay about $320 per person to eat at this restaurant, but in exchange, you'll be eating 5 meters below the Indian Ocean. With a wide view of the ocean, its coral gardens, and all the sea life in it. The restaurant has space for up to 14 people and serves a variety of fine dining, dinner, and cocktail options. As a guest, you can expect to be served a 4-course lunch or a 6-course dinner with mostly European flavors and some of the best wines in the world. Chef Marco Amarone, who was born in Italy, runs the restaurant. You have to be staying at Conrad Rangali, the main 5-star resort on the island, to make a reservation. This one-of-a-kind meal will cost you $320 per person. 2. Aragawa, Tokyo, Japan. Cost, $260–$370 per head. Next is Aragawa, which is in the basement of an old office building in Tokyo, Japan. A lot of other high-end restaurants have tasting menus, but Aragawa has an a la carte menu instead. This means that you choose the final price of the meal, which is usually between $260 and $370 per person. The best known things about the restaurant are its Kobe and Wagyu beef dishes. All of their beef was raised in the best possible conditions and given special care before it was slaughtered. This is why it tastes so good. To have the ultimate beef experience, you'll have to spend a good amount of money. However, keep in mind that you're only paying for the quality of the food, not the dining experience, so the food should be great and worth the wait. 3. Kicho Arashiyama, Tokyo, Japan. Cost, $380–$570 per head. Kicho Arashiyama is the next most expensive place to eat in the world. There are 6 of these restaurants in Japan, but the one in Tokyo is thought to be the best because it has 3 Michelin stars. Kicho Arashiyama is different from the last restaurant we talked about because it has a 10-course tasting menu with some of the best ingredients in the world. Also, Kicho Arashiyama is known for its beautiful decorations and surroundings, which is not true of Aragawa. The restaurant is set up like a ceremony house, with low tables and tatami mats that look out onto beautiful gardens. As you might expect from a 3-star Michelin restaurant, each course is presented and served with great care, and Kunyo Takuoka, the head chef in charge, won't settle for anything less than the best. Also, the food at this restaurant changes with the seasons, so keep that in mind when you call to make a reservation. 4. Guy Savoy, Paris, France. Cost, $385–$626 per head. Guy Savoy's name is on 2 restaurants, one in Las Vegas and one in Paris, France. Even though both restaurants have multiple Michelin stars, we chose to focus on the one in France because it's the flagship. The restaurant has a 13-course tasting menu that, without drinks, will cost you about $626 and has a lot of meat on it. You can expect to eat marinated duck, a festival of lobster, John Dory, barbecued pigeon, oyster concasse, monkfish, aubergine caviar, and sautéed ceps. Guy Savoy is the one who taught Gordon Ramsay how to cook, and he also runs 4 successful restaurants in France. So, it's probably safe to say that you won't be disappointed if you eat at one of Guy Savoy's restaurants or any of the others he owns. 5. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville, Crisier, Switzerland. Cost, $415 per head. Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville is number 6 on our list of the most expensive restaurants in the world. It's hard to say, but it's one of the best restaurants in the world because of the quality of the food and the experience of eating there. If you have $415 per person and are willing to pay for an 11-course tasting menu, you can look forward to filet of lamb, mussels with saffron, scarlet tomato pulp, pip consommé with imperial etc. caviar, sailor's beef grilled with wild pepper, crystallines de Charlotte, and young, fresh salad leaves. Choose a bottle of wine from their 40-page wine list to go with your meal. The restaurant has 3 Michelin stars, and a well-known chef named Frank Giovanni runs the kitchen. Giovanni wants to give his guests a great meal. La Liste chose Restaurant de l'Hôtel de Ville as one of the top restaurants of 2019. 6. Maison Pic Valence, Paris, France. Cost, $445 per head. Sophie Pick is now in charge of this restaurant that has been in her family for generations. She is one of only a few women in the world who run a 3-star Michelin restaurant. You can expect a 9-course menu with dishes like Mediterranean rouget in a saffron broth, Banan goat cheese berlingots, deer squab marinated in steak-lise, candied turnips, and some of the best chocolate desserts you've ever had. Sophie is known for trying out new things with her food. She uses unusual flavors to make dishes that are both interesting to look at and taste good. The restaurant has been open for 130 years, and your 9-course meal will be served in beautiful Mediterranean gardens. 7 Masa, New York, United States. Cost, $595 per head. This New York restaurant is run by Chef Masa Takayama and costs about $595 per person, if you don't count drinks and taxes. The restaurant is known for being simple, with a simple tasting menu of sushi that focuses on the most important flavors. At Masa, there is no menu. Instead, chefs make dishes with fresh ingredients that are only available on that day. People often think it's too expensive and more of a place to meet A-listers and celebrities. But if you have money to spend and want to eat some of the best sushi in the world, you should make a reservation 4 weeks in advance and see which celebrities you can run into. 8 Ultraviolet, Shanghai, China. Cost, $570-$900 per head. Ultraviolet is one of the best and most expensive restaurants in the world. It costs between $570 and $900 per person, drinks and taxes not included. Now, this restaurant is different from the others on the list because it only has 1 table that can fit up to 10 people. You can expect to have between 10 and 20 tasting courses for $900. Each course will feature a different ingredient and be presented in a unique way. The restaurant wants to give its customers a full experience, not just in terms of the food but also by trying to please all of their senses. For example, you could use sounds and pictures that play in the background while you eat. The kitchen is run by Paul Parrott, and the restaurant has the most employees per customer, with 3 employees for every customer. 9 Per Se, New York, United States. Cost, $680 per head. Per Se in New York, which is in the United States, is the second most expensive restaurant in the world. Per Se is Thomas Keller's second 3-star Michelin restaurant. It first opened its doors to the public in 2004. Per Se is mostly known for how beautifully it looks and how delicious it tastes. It has a total of 3 tasting menus, including 1 for vegetarians, but the most popular one is the 9-course tasting menu that focuses on French and American food. The restaurant has 19 tables with views of Central Park and Columbus Circle. If you like wine, you'll be happy to hear that the restaurant has an award-winning wine list with more than 2,000 bottles to choose from. 10 Sublime Ocean, Ibiza, Spain. Cost, $2,380 per head. The most expensive restaurant in the world is Sublime Ocean, where each person has to pay an eye-popping $2,380. A 20-course tasting menu at Sublimation will cost you $2,380 per person. The restaurant is only open for a few months a year, from June 1st to September 30th. Paco Roncero, who has 2 Michelin stars, is in charge of it. If you can get a table during the summer, you can look forward to a whole new level of dining and entertainment. A team of 25 professionals will take care of you and serve you your 20-course tasting menu one by one over the course of 3 hours. As you eat, you'll be able to enjoy laser light shows, virtual reality elements, and projection mapping, all of which are meant to make your experience better. The restaurant's goal is to provide the best culinary entertainment in the world. In 2014, it won the Best Innovation Food and Beverage Award. When you make a reservation, you'll get a ticket that you can eat. As tempting as it sounds, make sure you don't eat it before you get in. We hope you liked our list of the world's 10 most expensive restaurants. Tell us what you think about the video in the comments section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe our channel for more top 10 lists and press the bell icon for all the latest updates. Thanks for watching.